This is the problem that Canada is having. There's a vibes economy and then a real economy. And more people are moving from the vibes economy to the real economy and seeing that things are not all they're cut out to be. I don't think those are not debatable points, I don't think, anymore.
I think that just want to point out that things weren't all that great under the Harper regime as well. It's all I was trying to.
They weren't nothing like I'm not
right now, but there's this narrative, right? And there's this like
Yeah.
the almost romantic notion of the way things used to be.
They weren't great, but like the question is, were they better, right?
Comparatively, yes, because the GDP per capita was slightly better, but I used the word slightly in there, right? And where it really stopped, like where the drop off started and it flatlined for a couple of decades almost, is after Martin left.
This is why I said start thinking about GFI too, and start thinking about foreign investment. Those are the other two metrics that that I look at, that Rich mentions on the show. And these are, you can find these anywhere. World Bank has this data, Wikipedia has this data. Like, it's all over the place. It's not like Bloomberg terminal level stuff. It's easy to read, and it's an indicator of a country's economic strength and health. And in all three cases, we are like lower and lower and lower every year, which is just like, it's obvious as to why. So,
but the low hanging fruit on this one is like the Canadian dollar strengthening in the past little while, past week.
Yeah.
And that's it's a very strong political tool that could be used in a campaign. And I'm wondering how Carney and Crew could use this.
It's funny, we both agree it's a strong political tool, but we also both agree that it's a lie to say that it's a Canadian story.
Yes, 100%. And
that's
even
like the population is just so dumb that it's going to be used like that.
Well, to go a little bit further, earlier this month we had the carbon tax removed from.
And by the way, okay, like the Canadian population is so fucking stupid that they will tell you at dinner tables and parties that Trump is destroying his currency, destroying his economy, blah, blah, blah. But then when you tell them that the Canadian dollar strength is actually just an American story, they say, no, it's a Carney story. It's a Carney doing the right thing. Like retarded, zero.
It sounds like you have first-hand
stuff.
Experience with this.
I don't. Thankfully, like the people I talk to are not that dumb, but there are people who are that dumb out there. For 100%. I'm lucky that my mother-in-law was a banker. My father-in-law, understands stuff like this. My mother and father, my friends, but that's not everyone's situation. And certainly then in the professional sphere, there's going to be more conversations that are like that than like the one we just had about the DXY and US dollar weakness as opposed to Canadian dollar strength. Because that's a hard conversation to have in 30 seconds. The TikTok enjoyers won't get that, right?
And that's a real problem. And another thing
maybe
about
simply
TikTok,
Bitcoin can